The Nightmare After Krustmas is a really enjoyable Simpsons episode, and interestingly, this has a really low rating on IMDb. This is the 10th episode of the 28th season, directed by Rob Oliver, and it's got 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb, which for The Simpsons is a really poor rating, but I actually really enjoyed it. And there's one quote that I love, but the context is a spoiler, so I'll save that for the end. The main narrative focuses on Krusty and the fact that his daughter is a Christian and he just wants to be a good father. And it just so happens that at the same time, Reverend Lovejoy is also at Moe's, where Krusty is, and Lovejoy has been told he needs to get more people in the church because numbers are dwindling. So Lovejoy sees an opportunity to convert Krusty. And I won't say exactly what happens, but the episode is not saying you should convert people to Christianity. It is absolutely not saying that. And in fact, there's one quote that I think really sums everything up. But as I said, it is a spoiler, so I'll save that for a moment. But what I found really interesting, well, quite a few things actually. The Christmas aspect, absolutely loved it. We have some gorgeous Christmas songs, a lot of Christmas decorations, characters wearing wintry Christmas clothing. Very, very festive. But also, Lovejoy and Krusty never interact. That's not a pairing that we see. I can't say we've never seen it, because I can't say that for certain. But certainly we don't see them interacting often, if at all. So that I thought was quite fun, and I really enjoyed it. With me being religious, I kind of lapped up all of that side of it. Maybe that's why some people don't like it, because it is very religious heavy, and I can understand that. If you're not religious, or if your religion isn't represented in this, then maybe you might not get along with the episode. I can definitely see an argument for that being the case. But for me, I really enjoyed it, and I thought everything flowed really well. It was really engaging, really entertaining, very, very festive. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Plus, the gnome in your home is terrifying. Part of me is really pleased that I was a little too old by the time Elf on the Shelf became a thing, at least in the UK, because honestly, I find it to be so creepy. And I don't like the fact that it adds a mischievous quality to Santa's workshop and Santa's helpers. I'm not a fan. Personally, really not a fan of Elf on the Shelf. And obviously, no in Your Home is parodying that. And I completely understand where Maggie was coming from. All of that was really good fun. So I will share the quote. This is the last thing I have to say about this episode. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's not my favourite Christmas episode, but I still had a lot of fun with this, and I think it shared some really interesting points and gave some really good food for thought on this quote. So this is a big spoiler for something that happens. And towards the end of the episode, Krusty is under the ice, which I thought was a bit unnecessary, but it did lead us to him seeing his father in the Frozen parody, and his father said, and I quote, "There's no one religion that makes you a good father." I love that, because there are some people, not many, but there are people who think that just because they're religious, they're good people. And that's not true. That just simply isn't true of any religion. There are people who say, I'm a good person because I'm insert religion here. But just having a belief doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't mean your actions are good or your thoughts are good. And I think that message there really helped to hit home. That there is no one religion that will make you a good father or parent, but also religion, just having faith, doesn't make you a good person. It's what you do with that faith that counts. So I really enjoyed that. For me, this is a brilliant episode. I was surprised to see it had quite a low rating on IMDb, but as I said, I can understand, depending on perspectives, I can see some people not getting along with this episode. But for me, I enjoyed all of it. Definitely an episode I'd be very, very happy to watch again.